Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome back for another video. As you can tell by the thumbnail, we are making the world's best loaded omelet, and yes, I stand by that. My husband even approves, so this is definitely a must try omelet. So as you can see here, I'm starting by dicing up some Roma tomatoes. This one was a bit on the riper side, but that's okay because it's all gonna get cooked down in a pan anyway. So I'm just going through and dicing this pretty small. You want to keep them kind of small just so that everything can cook evenly, and no one wants to bite down into anything that's too large anyway, especially when it comes to making an omelet. So I'm just gonna go through here and cut off just a little bit more because I thought I could use a little bit more, but it's truly optional and up to you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that diced, and then we're gonna move on to the onion. Now we're gonna move on to dicing our onion. So I have a yellow onion on hand, so that's what I'm using, but whatever you have on hand, you can use it. Just like the tomato, you want to make sure that you're taking your time and dicing it fairly small. If you don't dice anything else small, make sure you dice this onion small because you want it to cook in a relatively short amount of time. So you want to make sure that you're keeping it small so that way it does not take up too much time. Now, once that onion is completely diced, we're going to move on to cutting up our spinach. For our spinach, just like everything else, you want to kind of cut it into small pieces just so that it does not take long to wilt down, although we all know spinach cooks down in no time. I chose to throw out the stems, but you can leave it in there and it'll cook down just like the rest of it. So once that's all done, I'm going to take some kitchen shears that I only use in my kitchen, and I'm going to cut up some bacon. Now remember, we're working smarter, not harder. Use those kitchen shears. So I'm just going to take 2 slices of bacon and I'm going to cut it into small strips. So that way when we go to cook it in our pan, we don't have to worry about doing it afterwards. It's already done for us. All right. And now that that is all done, we're going to move on to adding in one more protein, one more key ingredient that just brings all of these flavors together, and it is this sausage. This is the Jimmy Dean regular sausage, and I only used about that much, but it's the perfect amount. So now we're gonna set that off to the side and move on to cracking our eggs. So for my omelets, I like to use 2 eggs and 2 eggs only. I feel like that's the perfect egg to filling ratio, but you can also add in a third one if you feel like it's not quite enough. And then I'm going in with a splash of milk. I love to use milk in my eggs. I really feel like it helps with the fluffiness of the eggs. And then I'm going in with some salt and some pepper to taste. Once all of that is added, you're going to give that a good mix, making sure that everything is well combined. You want that milk all throughout those eggs, and you want that seasoning all throughout. Once it's all done, you're going to go ahead and set that off to the side, and then we're going to move on to the fun stuff, which is assembling our omelet. So to a small pan, I'm going to add in our bacon first. You want your pan to be on about a medium heat because you want the fat from the bacon to render out as much as possible. So I'm going to put it all in a single layer as best I can, and I'm just going to take my time and kind of mix it all throughout the cooking process. You want it to cook evenly, and you want to go for that nice golden brown color that we love to see with our bacon. And before you know it, our bacon is nice and golden brown. So we're just gonna take it from the pan and let it drain all of that excess grease off of it. And then we're gonna take that grease that's in our pan and we're gonna get rid of it because we definitely do not need it when we add in this sausage. Now, adding in the sausage, I will tell you that it can be a bit tricky to break apart in the beginning, but as it cooks down, it does become a lot easier to break apart. So don't stress yourself out when you first add it to the pan trying to break it apart. It'll get easier. As it cooks down, this is what it should look like. nice and golden and brown. And see, I'm breaking it apart here, and you can do the same thing. So instead of getting rid of our sausage, we're just gonna add our veggies right on in with the sausage. And I wanna say this, I am not adding in any seasonings to this mixture. I am not adding in any seasonings because the sausage has enough flavor in it in itself. It's truly optional whether or not you add any seasonings, but this is perfect the way it is. Once all of our veggies have been combined and have had the chance to cook down, I am going to remove it from the heat and add it in the same bowl with the bacon. I went ahead and wiped this pan out, and now I'm going to go ahead and add in about a tablespoon of butter. You want to make sure you're adding in enough butter. Now, I know even if you have a nonstick pan, you feel like, oh, my eggs can withstand it or my omelet can withstand it. Don't take any chances. Add in some butter. So once the butter has been able to melt into the pan and touch all the edges of the pan, I'm going to pour in our eggs from earlier. And as you can see, I did it very slowly. Now my pan is on a low heat. Trick number 1, keep your pan on a very low heat. If you have your pan hotter than low, chances are you'll get that brown bits or those brown bits that you typically see on omelets, and it's because the pan was too hot. And so what I like to do is kind of move the eggs off to the side and drain the raw eggs towards the edge of the pan. And by doing this, this ensures that my eggs are cooked all the way through. And as you can see, all of it did not make it to the edge, so I'm using my spatula and kind of helping myself out a bit. I moved the egg off to the side and made enough room to put the raw egg there. So now I'm just gonna go in and flip it, and look, y'all, you do not have to be a professional to make these omelets. As you can see, I kind of messed up a bit, but because we let it sit for a little bit on the first side, it was easier to just turn and fix and adjust. So no big deal there. And now I'm just gonna go in with some shredded cheddar cheese, and then I'm gonna go in with that beautiful filling that we created earlier. This filling is definitely a 10. I would challenge somebody in an omelet cook-off. That's how good this is. So you're gonna add in a generous amount, and then of course you gotta go in with just a little more cheese to kind of, tie it all together. So now that I've done that, I'm just gonna fold it over, and look at how beautiful that looks. There are no brown spots on my eggs. It looks perfect. So now we're just gonna remove it from the heat and set it on the plate. And of course, don't go anywhere because I have to show you what it looks like on the inside. I don't know if you're ready. I don't know. Okay, look. Look at the inside of this omelet. It's the perfect egg to filling ratio. This was absolutely phenomenal. If you give it a try, let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.